Thank you guys so much. This has been absolutely fantastic. As was just mentioned, my name is Eli. I am the best man, and as I have noted to those of you who have heard me before, this is the first life event that Asher has gotten to before me. And it has been a real treat to watch what it means. I guess I was pretty good at paving the way, but now it's what it means for Asher to be an adult that I can emulate. And so my remarks tonight, while I will try to keep them as brief in honor of Laura, I actually thought I would talk a little bit about psychology. For those of you who know, psychology is the study of the mind and the way people behave. And in 1998, a man named Martin Seligman took over as the president of the American Psychological Association. And Seligman brought with him in the late 90s a new theory of psychology called positive psychology. At the time, and to date, still the majority of work that's done in psychology is work that's done with what is wrong with the mind and how to correct that. When Seligman came in the late 90s, he happens to be a tenured professor at the University of Pennsylvania, that's beside the point. He changed the question, and he established this new type of psychology, this new question. And the question that he asked is, what makes life worth living? That was the question that he asked. And he began, and now it has turned into a much larger field, academic research to try to figure that out. And when I was thinking about that question, having read some of Seligman's work, I thought there are no two people that I know more than Asher and Laura for everybody in this room to emulate in how we answer that question, what makes life worth living? In 2002, Seligman wrote his first book on the topic. It was called Authentic Happiness. And in Authentic Happiness, Seligman talks about 3 lives that we live concurrently, which help us understand the answer to that question. The first life that Seligman talks about is called the pleasant life. Now, the pleasant life is all about hedonism, all about pleasure, all about having fun. For those of you who know Asher and have had time to spend with Asher, you should know that he has a postdoctoral degree in the pleasant life. It was now 15 months ago that some of us had the chance to join Asher and Uncle Jay in Puerto Rico for Asher's bachelor party. Quite pleasant. For those of you, can I get a shout out from the Gator Boys for UF? For those of you who ever knew Asher and had a chance to hang with Asher at the University of Florida, he truly understood what it means to have a good time, and he was good at it. He still is. And for those of us who know Asher in New York City, you know the same thing that we know, which is this guy knows the pleasant life. And I emulate it. I really wish I could be as carefree and have as good of a time as Asher. Seligman wants to note, because I don't want everybody to just start living the pleasant life up here, that the pleasant life is the least correlated with happiness in the world, but it's very important nonetheless. The second life that Seligman talks about is what he calls the good life. And the good life is all about a life of engagement, a life of achieving what those of us who know about psychology would say called flow state. For those of you who don't know what flow state is, it's those times when you lose track of time, when you are so involved in the things that you are doing that time moves fast. When you spend time with Asher Robinson, time moves fast. It is almost the ultimate compliment that I can give to anybody, and I can certainly give to my brother. The engagement he shows for the work that he does, the golf pools, and anything he sets his mind to is absolutely contagious. And it is something that makes me so jealous, envious, happy, I don't know. Like when I spend time with my brother, as I'm sure those of you in this room know, time moves, and it's amazing. And And he has such a handle of what it means to live that good life. The third life that Seligman talks about is the meaningful life. A life of connection and a life of affiliation to others. This is where Asher really figured it out. By bringing Laura into his life, he found not only someone that he could be connected to, but someone who also shared his love of being connected to the world around us. They are set up more than anyone I know to not only live a life of meaning themselves, but to make all 141 of us live a life of meaning as well. We all get to live a meaningful life and a more meaningful life because we know you too. I can't tell you how amazing and lucky I am, we are, that you two affect the world around you as positively as you do. I don't think Seligman met you in 2002 when he came up with his theories, but I think he would be truly blown away by how committed Laura, especially professionally, but also personally, you have to connecting and making the world better. I'm in awe. I am. And I think that when I think about what makes life worth living, I think that I just have to look at the two of you. So with that, hopefully I hit the under. There's the clock back there. Maybe I should sing a song or something. I'll ask everybody to raise your glass. I will not only toast in this moment to Asher and Laura, but I will toast to all of us that we can find ourselves able to live a life that is pleasant, to live a life that is good, and to live a life that is meaningful. And as we say in the Jewish faith, l'chaim.
All right, thank you, Eli. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are body and soul. Enjoy your meals.